In the last video, we finished off part 4. We're going to go ahead and try to finish off the remaining figures 5 through 24. We're going to start with part 5. So we're going to create a new sketch, or a new part file. Once we have our new part file open, go ahead and start a new sketch. Again, it doesn't matter which plane that you choose, in particular for these ones, just because it's individual parts and not a big project. The part that we're currently working on looks like this right here. So kind of have a U or a C shape. I'm going to go ahead and start with the bottom corner of the shape right here, and the bottom corner of the shape right here, and I'm going to make this C shape going around. So I can see that it's 4 cubes this way, 3 cubes this way. So I'm going to go ahead and start by going up. And since it's 4 cubes, that would be 4 inches. I'm going to hit the front button so that it zooms out and I'm able to see. Go ahead and go over 3 inches to the right. I'm going to go back into it, and I can see that it goes down just 1 cube, and then goes over 2, and then down 2. So I'm going to repeat that process. Down 1, over 2, go down 2. And because it mirrors the top portion, I can just use the same dimensions. 2. I can just go down 1 and click, and then I can close it. Once I've done that, I can hit Finish Sketch, hit the Home button so that I can actually see it, and then I'm going to look how far it's extruded. So we're extruding down in this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes, or 4 inches. So go ahead and extrude. Select the object. It does not matter which direction you extrude at this point. Just need to put in the correct dimensions, and we now have our shape. If your shape does not look like the one that's in there when you hit the Home button, you can adjust it so it looks the same. Right now I'm holding down the Shift button and the middle mouse button. This allows me to rotate the image without actually clicking over here on the view cube. So I'm going to kind of get it to where it looks like the other one. And then I'm going to use the cube over here to fine tune it. So I'm going to click on this corner, and now it makes it look exactly like this one. Once I have it in that view, I'm going to right click on the Home button right here, go to Set Current View as Home, and Fit to View. Now, no matter what direction I move it, if I hit the Home button, it'll go back to that view just like number 5. Next, we're going to start on part 6. With this one, it's a little more challenging because we just have to add an extra portion. So I'm going to start by making this L shape right here. So again, start a new part file, start a sketch, and again I'm going to make the L file, or the L portion. I see that it goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's kind of hard to see the cubes sometimes. So try your best to count them out if you can. And then it also goes up 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go over 4 this way, hit the front view, whoops, that way we can actually see it. I can go up 1 and then over 3. So up 1, over 3, and then I can count 1, 2, and then 1 over. So I'm going to go up 1, I'm sorry, going to go up 2, and go over 1 and type 1, or I can just hit Enter, or just left click, close the box, and hit Finish Sketch. Again, I always hit the Home button so that it kind of zooms out so I can see it. Next thing I'm going to do is do the extrusion for this. Yes, we still have this section that needs to be added, but for right here, we need to extrude it the full distance. So 1, 2, 3 cubes, or in this case 3 inches. And again, you can change whatever direction. If you want to extrude it that way, you can. Doesn't really matter. Now the last portion that we need to make goes up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a sketch on this top surface. And it is just a 1 by 1 block that is extruded up 1 block, or 1 inch. So go ahead and make a rectangle right here. I'm going to type in 1, and I'm going to tab, and I'm going to hit 1 again, and it's going to set my block to extrude. Hit Finish Sketch, hit Extrude. If it does not auto-select the area, you can go ahead and just click on that square and just change it to 1. Hit OK, and now that part's complete. And if I hit the home view, it looks like the one in the drawing. Next we're going to do part 7. So go ahead and create a new part. Start a sketch. Again, doesn't matter which one you choose. I'll choose this plane for this one. And I'm going to start by just making this block right here, and then we'll add this section on afterwards. So it looks like it's a 4x4 block. So I'm just going to make a 4x4 rectangle, so 4, and hit the tab button. And I can't see the top of it right now, but I can see the number over here that is in blue that I can change. So I'm going to type 4 again and hit enter. Once I hit the top button, or the front view that I'm using currently, it's going to show me the 4x4 rectangle. I'm going to finish sketch, hit the home view, and again I'm going to extrude this one out. 1. Hit OK, and then we're going to add this portion on. Now we know that this is 4x4. This portion goes almost to the top, so we can count it out. It's 3, and it's extruded a depth or a distance of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start a sketch on the top surface right here, and it really doesn't matter where we make this on this because it's a square. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the bottom corner that I have selected right here, and I'm going to make a rectangle. With this one, I'm going to kind of show you a trick. I'm just going to make a rectangle. It doesn't really matter what size because I'm going to change it for those of you that still are having a hard time with the dimension tool. So I'm going to use the dimension tool to fix this one, and I know that this box from here to here is supposed to be 3. 1, 2, and 3. So I clicked the dimension tool. I clicked on the bottom line down here or the top line up here one time, and then I clicked on the opposite line so that I can get the measurement between it. Then I'm going to left click with the mouse button here in the open space, and I'm going to adjust it to 3, and it's going to move my line. Same thing with this. I know it's supposed to be 1. Okay, it's currently at 2. I can put the dimension in here and it will cross over the other one, but I prefer to kind of put the dimension on the outside so that it's not interfering with the other dimension. It's easy to see. If you see that a dimension is in a place that you don't like it, you can hit the escape button and single click one time and hold the mouse button down and drag the dimension out into a place where it's a little bit more visible. Hit finish sketch, hit extrude, and again this one's extruded 1, so it's already set, and then I'm going to hit the home button. If I hit the home button, it doesn't go to the view that I want it to look like. Again, you can change it. That's what I would do. Kind of get it set and make it look like the other one. So again, we've got part 7 done. We're going to do part 8 now, and it's just a simple T shape. So I'm going to start a new part file. Again, start a new sketch. Select any plane that you want. With this, I'm going to go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes, and then it's going to go over 2, up 2, over 1, down 2, over 2. So I'm going to just start and go ahead and go over 5. Hit the front button so I can actually see it. Goes up 1, goes over 2, goes up 1, goes over 1, goes down 1. Now I can go down and type 1, or I can line it up, and it's a little harder to see, but there is a line that will appear on the screen that lets me know it's lined up with the one across. I can go over now 2 and type 2, or I can just click, and once I connect the green dot, we're good to go. Hit finish sketch, hit the home button so it zooms out, and then we're going to count the extrusions really quick for the depth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So hit extrude, select 4, hit OK, hit the home button, and my view looks like this one. So go ahead and knock out those 4 problems, and then continue and try the rest on your own.